speaker, for which I would once again like to invite on stage Mr. Mahesh Balakrishnan, Senior Development Manager, India and Nepal for International Baccalaureate, who are also our associate sponsors for today. Over to you, sir.
Hello, good afternoon. I hope you had a good lunch. How many of you agree that the world has changed after COVID? Anybody? A lot of people are thinking that the world is not changed after COVID. So today I'm going to speak to you about the IB Careers Program, grade 11 and 12 qualification. Very interesting program, very futuristic, and of course prepares students for the workplace of the future as well as higher education. So the question I want to ask you all is, what sort of world are we living in? Anyone? Anyone? VUCA, very good. Anybody else? Have you seen a major disruption recently, last few years? Do you think AI is a disruptor? Yes, I see some heads nodding, but you people can be vocal about AI. As the world is changing very rapidly, it's also time to rethink if we can redesign the education itself. I know it is not easy, but we collectively can start doing it and thinking, how can education change? Because the usual complaint is college graduates are not ready for industry, correct? We may think this is a problem only in India, but not true. Even US and Canada are also facing the same. And there's a problem mess. We're very happy that yesterday at least one problem, which is the Israel-Hamas thing, is at a pause now. But there are many other problems which are facing the world. Anybody, what are the major problems anybody can think about? I think the food was very good and people are silent there. Anybody?
Russia, Ukraine, and tariff war.
Tariff war. Anybody else? Is water an issue? Climate change? Climate change is an issue? What about food security? Anybody? Is food security an issue? What is happening is food security, surprisingly, has gone out of the window over the last 2-3 years. Before that, food security used to appear in every policy paper about food security, including in India. Okay. Since I spent a lot of time in Singapore, at one time, water was a major issue of conflict between Singapore and Malaysia. But now Singapore invested in water, recycling water as well, and they become sufficient. So what I'm trying to say is that we can think of problems which we know today, right? But the greater responsibility for all of us collectively is how do we prepare our students to face problems which are not visible at the moment, or the problems of the future. So I think that's why critical thinking, problem solving are all very critical skills to foster in our students. Here I'm talking irrespective of the board. IB does that, okay. But I hope that others also foster those skills to help students cope up with the future challenges. So like I said, we know the known world, which is our history, and we have to give capabilities to confront the future, right? And future remains unknown, and as Rajiv mentioned, VUCA, right? Now, there was a survey done. This is a very leading report. What it talks about is future of work and skills of the future. AI is not new. It has been there for over a decade. It's just that ChatGPT brought it to the mainstream. Okay. But technology, electric vehicles, batteries, All of these are very required. And surprisingly, MBA has not gone out of fashion. BBA has not gone out of fashion. How many of you watch Netflix? Okay. Thank you for your honest response. So when I go to schools and I ask students, what do you want to become? I see a lot of interest in becoming a lawyer, okay? A corporate lawyer, a criminal lawyer, after all these programs on OTT, okay? So we have this career-rated program. It enjoys global recognition, has a dual focus. That means we are getting them ready for the workplace as well as for higher education. In India, we don't take a gap year, but actually students do, but they don't call it as a gap year. After grade 12, okay, CBSE, state board or whatever, they prepare for NEET and JEE, the second attempt or the third attempt. Very common, but will not come in the mainstream. People will not talk about it openly. But in other countries, what I've seen, people will take a gap year or two to go to the army because it is mandatory, conscription, right? But then there are students who believe 12 to 14 years of school education is a lot. They get exhausted. So before they join college, they take a gap year, travel the world, learn music, and much more. Now the gig economy is also very popular. People do part-time. Even students in school, they won't tell, but they earn a lot doing small stuff like creative, graphic design, logo design, and much more. And of course, with the IBCP, you have a connection to employment opportunities as well. So we have the academic courses from our IB diploma program. We have a deep dive 2 years into a career-related studies, which could be AI, could be data science, robotics, IT, media, dietetics and nutrition as well, legal studies, and much more. And then we have a very interesting core component where students can do an audio video podcast with say a Satya Nadella, they can write a business plan. All these are valid submissions. You learn entrepreneurship, you learn digital marketing, all while in school. And more importantly, this is recognized by the Government of India also as a grade 12 qualification. So if you want to do your own startup after grade 12, you are competent, you are ready. You are also ready to go to universities. So these are some of the fields where we are seeing a lot of interest. One is in biomedical sciences, information technology, business management, creative media. Just happy to share, there are a lot of master classes in this program. You have Instagram vice president talking, somebody talking from Tesla, how to enter a market like India through the business administration course. Basically, you are getting ready for the workplace. Or even if you want to join a good college for BA, BBA, you are ready. So just sharing with you, the two most popular programs in India in the IBCP are AI, business administration, and sports management. Okay? And the fast catching one is sustainability. Okay? So students would develop skills like critical thinking, creativity, communication, and collaboration. Like I said, recognized by the Association of Indian Universities as a valid grade 12 program. Students after IBCP can still appear for NEET, they can still go to JEE, and they can go to a large plethora of college and university courses. This is a sample of the AI course. Okay, students would do grade 11, lot of work on AI. Grade 12, again, machine learning, and they will have a capstone project. They will develop a chatbot of their own and much more. Plus, they will do the IBDP subjects like physics, chemistry, mathematics, and more. This is also useful for that student who may decide that I don't want to take a particular subject in my 11th and 12th. Because whether you take CBSE, grade 11 and 12, or IBDP 11 and 12, you are bound by the subjects. Here you have the flexibility in IBCP. You can have either or subjects. You can have a combination between. And also, allows you to pursue your passion. We've seen a lot of students who are very clear, I want to do only hospitality. Why should I study physics for if I want to do hospitality? Or if I want to do sports management, I want to do sports merchandising. I don't want to do chemistry. Okay. IBCT becomes a good bed for them. Okay, like I said, eligible for entrance exams in India as well. It's a course for the future. It is gaining traction. Today we have over 50 schools who have adopted the IBCT, including a lot of the DBSE schools as well. These are my coordinates. If somebody wants to reach out or anything, they can reach out to me. I'm happy to have further questions or if any conversation, I would be available at the booth as well. Thank you. Thank you, Education Today.
Thank you so much to kindly felicitate Mr. Mahesh Balakrishnan. Let's have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.